All right, guys, we're gonna go live in a minute. I need quiet on the set.
Yeah. I cannot believe 2018 ended and I am 100 pounds. What the hell? I tried so hard.
Daddy, why are you on the bicycle? We have a show in 5 minutes. Come on.
I know, but y'all see I got so fat for 2018. I'm trying to see if I can lose like 5 pounds, maybe like by showtime. Is that possible?
I don't think so. It's not gonna happen. But the good news is we got an acupuncturist, we have a chiropractor in the house, hopefully a plastic surgeon, somebody who can help you lose this weight.
Oh my God, y'all. Listen, I really think that I tried. So like I did the green smoothies.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped eating after 8 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
I slowed back on the curricular activities, the drinking.
So we're talking about losing weight as we're eating and drinking. Okay, carry on.
Oh.
We gonna go now? We gonna go change so we can get ready for the show?
So we're gonna do, okay, so episode 10, what we got going on? Episode 10, mind, body, and spirit, getting it right for 2019. I know I put on weight. F you, I can't cuss, this is my godson. I'm trying to be good. Close your ears, close your ears, close your ears. Fuck y'all, okay? I know I got a little bit weight for 2019, but we have some amazing guests in the building. That's gonna help me.
No.
Get right for the 2019. Y'all stay tuned. I gotta change. Can I do the show like this?
No, you can't. Because you're a hot mess. I mean, I know you're trying to go for Christmas theme.
You don't like it?
It's not.
It's not sexy?
It's not. No.
Okay.
You're not.
No.
Change that.
Okay.
And leave this in 2018, please.
All right, guys. I gotta go change real quick. 3 minutes showtime. Come back. Episode 10. Mind, body, and spirit. We're gonna get me right. Take me back.
Mr. J.
This bitch your bag. This bitch your bag. This bitch your bag. This bitch don't wanna got ass. This bitch got you. This bitch got thighs. This bitch your bag. This bitch your bag. She on the way out. 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 Got me a bitch in the club, but she on the way out. Put your mind.
Mr. J.
This bitch your bag. This bitch your bag.
Clap. All the way live, episode 10. Okay, better, all right. What's going on, y'all? Merry Christmas, bitches. Happy New Year, hoes. Merry Christmas, bitches. Happy New Year, hoes. Woo! I'm out of breath. Oh! All right, period. What's going on, y'all? Let's clap it on the top of episode 10. Oh, shit. Excuse me. Y'all know I'm fat. I'm out of breath. Where's my drink? Oh, it's this one? Okay. Shout out to Upgrade Your Party once again, doing it big with the drinks. How y'all like your drinks today?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, welcome everybody to episode 10, Mind, Body, and Spirit, Rejuvenating for 2019. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. This is actually our last show for 2018. Let's clap it up. I want to thank everybody that has been on this journey with me for 2018. This was the first year that we launched not only the TV Takeover Network, but our show, My Life, Raw, Real, and All the Way Live. And I'm really, really excited because I have one of my first episode guests actually in the audience with me. You might actually bring on Set. Let's see. She looks kind of cute, so maybe she might want to join us, talk a little bit to us. But we have a great show to kind of get you guys started for 2019. But before we can even get into the show, you already know I have to bring on my none other than the B&B Corner, the Bay and the Bestie. Let's give it up for Wendy and Hey guys! So of course, as you know, not only do you guys keep it real with me, but you always have the tea.
Yes, we do. Yes,
How's this week looking? How's this week looking? First of all, Merry Christmas, guys! You guys look, Fran, you brought it out today. You guys look so festive. Looking real good. So before we even get started, I want to thank you guys so much. This has been a roller coaster of a year. Yes. We have all personally and professionally been through so many things, but you guys have ridden through me. We have some exciting things in store for us for 2019. So thank you so much for sticking. Oh, excuse me. It's the liquor. My bad. It's live. What was I supposed to do? I can't edit it out.
Belch like a sailor.
I couldn't edit it out. It had to come out. It's the Upgrade Your Party. I don't know what to do. Anyway, so what's the tea? What's going on for the week?
So let me start off. You know, I have to do.
Here we go with this
Sad news.
goddamn stuff.
The Dolphins taking the Dolphins.
Are you? I mean, what did you?
I thought they were going to win.
Why?
You really did?
Why?
Because the Jaguars. That's why. And they were sorry as hell, but you know, we didn't.
So that means the Dolphins are sorry.
Well, no, don't do them like that.
I mean, we've been doing this. This is episode 10.
Don't do them like that. Well, on a better note, the Heat are on a 4-win winning streak.
Okay.
They did win last night. They played against the Bucks, and they're actually playing right now against the Magics, but nobody tuned in just yet. I'll watch it later.
Okay.
But on the talking about football, sports.
Okay.
We're gonna talk Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. What is that? What month is that? February, January. Okay. Okay. All right.
February.
So do we know who's in the Super Bowl yet?
Travis Scott.
Wait, what do you mean? Do we know who's in the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I don't watch sports.
No, I'm talking about the performer. We're talking about it's too early.
I don't know. I don't watch sports.
You don't know, so let me.
Okay, you're right. You're the professional. Go ahead.
The big old thing they're trying to actually refer. I think they asked somebody else denied it because of the whole Colin Kaepernick thing.
Oh, the
performance. There are a lot of celebrities who said that if asked, they wanted
exactly.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
Travis kind of like took up on that offer, and everybody is pissed at him. I'm talking about Jay-Z.
Oh.
Even Alan Chapman got on it. This is last night. They're not.
So they're
feeling it.
upset because everybody that was of color declined the offer, but
They
he decided.
want everybody to jump on the movement. You know, and I get the whole movement. I get it. But look, this man is trying to eat. He's not going to turn down a Super Bowl contract or opportunity because somebody kneeled down, or they, he ain't going to do that. So they can't get mad at the man. He's trying to make that money.
Okay, first of all, he is eating, number one.
Well,
Number
he's
two,
eating, but listen.
his baby mama is worth $900 million.
Yes.
Okay, number one. Number two, he about to get married. They about to get married, so it's about to be the wife in a second. Number three, if you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. And my thing is, while we can agree to disagree, be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong. If you want to perform, go ahead and perform. Although technically he hasn't. I don't think he confirmed.
He confirms today,
He confirms today. But that's what I said.
If you want to do your thing, go ahead and do your thing. But I'm gonna look at you quite shady.
What happened to it being okay not giving a shit? What happened to that? What happened to that? What happened to that? I don't think that as we should feel obligated to be a part of any agenda. I think that if you want to be a part of it, you cannot. Just like the people that are opposed to his stance have all right to feel it the way that they do. But I think sometimes it's okay to not give a shit and not want to be a part of the agenda. Maybe he sees what Kaepernick is doing and he might think it's a great thing, but at the end of the day, it's just not something he wants to be a part of. You know how I feel on some of those stances. I'm not gonna get it because I don't feel like having to be cussed out. It's Christmas. I know not today, but I think sometimes it's okay to not give a shit. Maybe he really just doesn't give a shit to that extent. I don't know. Whatever.
You'll be
do your thing.
2019, sir.
You said you canceled?
Yeah.
Who's gonna cancel him?
Me.
Oh, okay.
Me. Okay.
Come on.
Period. And anybody else who has a problem with him performing at the Super Bowl, should he perform at the Super Bowl?
So you say you're not gonna watch the
Not Nan concert.
What?
I ain't listening to no Astro World, no Sycamore, nothing.
So are you not gonna watch the Kardashian shows either?
Well, hold on, pause.
Okay, see? I'm just saying. So
He is going to be.
I mean,
He just said it.
he's the baby daddy. He's the baby daddy.
Which is why he don't need to perform, okay? Because she's almost a billionaire, 21 years old. Fine.
Yeah.
She good. They good.
That's some good tea right there.
He's eating. He's doing well. His concert is doing well. His album is doing well. He doesn't need the Super Bowl. He doesn't.
I don't know.
He doesn't.
I don't know. Anyway,
I mean, whatever.
whatever. Yeah.
Who cares?
What else we got?
Sorry. So speaking of other news, I was going to talk about so I don't know if you guys know this, that lynching was not it actually wasn't listed as a hate crime.
I heard about that.
So the Senate
what's going on?
passed a bill to officially make lynching a hate crime.
In
So,
2018.
2019, there were like hundreds of attempts to pass this bill and it failed. And finally,
In
if you lynch
2018,
somebody,
it's a hate crime.
now it's a federal hate
So
crime.
if somebody had lynched me 30 days ago,
Bruh, it wouldn't. No.
they would have been okay.
They
It wouldn't have been a hate crime.
It wouldn't have been a hate crime.
Got it.
It wouldn't have. Now,
Well, you messed up.
they could flip it. They could flip it and say, "Oh, that looked a little suicide-ish to me." I don't know, but who knows? Who knows how it goes? But at least it's in the books. There's a bill passed. So shout out to the government. Finally, after hundreds of years. Thank you.
That's a little disheartening.
Yeah. So finally, so
Okay.
that.
All right.
And then
What else?
some other government news. Y'all know, y'all got whatever his name is. The president.
Oh, Cheetos. Okay.
Threatening this government shutdown.
Yeah, I
because he's
heard
trying to get
about
his
that.
money for this wall from Mexico. Now, sir.
Didn't he say he was going to put up his coins if we didn't?
No. First of all, he said Mexico was going to pay for it. Okay. Right. So why are you trying to get coinage from the government to fund this wall that you said Mexico was going to pay for, sir?
Mexico president said, "F you, sir."
Right.
Well, yeah, that he did say.
Yeah.
Okay. It was.
He said, "Pay for the walls on these nuts." Okay.
So here's some little funny foolishness that's been going on around it. So there were supporters who started a GoFundMe to raise money.
I saw that. Wasn't it like $7 million?
Yeah, about $7 million, and this was a few days ago to help build the wall. But then, of course, you have your opposers who started a GoFundMe to build a ladder tall enough to get over the wall. And then another GoFundMe.
Another
to build a tunnel to go under.
I didn't see that one. So there's a GoFundMe to go over and a GoFundMe to go under.
Okay.
Wow.
Of these Americas, okay?
Wow.
Okay?
Shout out to whoever started that GoFundMe for getting the Petty Award of 2018.
Yes.
Over and under. And isn't it like at $500,000 last time I checked?
I don't know. It's a lot.
Oh my
It's a lot.
god.
$500,000?
Yeah, for the ladder.
Oh, for the ladder.
Yeah, I saw the ladder last time I checked was at like $500,000. Yeah, the wall is probably at, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I don't know, child.
What else we got?
So Cardi B got a lot. Cardi B had a lot going on.
This was a really thick week for Cardi B.
So, okay, where do you want to start with Cardi B? So, Celebration. So, all tracks off her album, Invasion of Privacy, all of them are certified by RIAA. So, she's the first female to have all tracks to be certified. So, shout out to Cardi.
Oh, she said, "I'm not a stripper no more."
Cardi fan, like I love.
Yeah,
like,
I
first
do.
of all, I was sending them so many posts in our little group.
Yeah.
We have on IG.
It was like, why are you up at 2 o'clock in the morning?
I wanted to send them more. I don't know, sometimes I just don't feel like sleeping. I wanted to send them more, but I didn't want to feel like I'm like really like riding on her, but I really do. Yeah. I really do. I love her growth. I love her story.
I love her story. Yeah.
And she's just funny as hell.
She is.
As all hell. And then also she had some beef with the Shade Room. She was going off on the Shade Room. Y'all know Shade Room. Big blog talks about celebrity news and other news going on. And what was so funny about it, outside of her going off on them about how their posts, they're being real shady with the posts, very shady with the comments, picking and choosing what comments to post, deleting comments that make her look negative. She's trying to post, she can't write comments, things of that nature.
I remember seeing that.
All kind of shadiness going on. And the funny thing is Shade Room always posting tea, but they ain't post no tea about Cardi and their beef.
I couldn't find much about it. Yeah.
We want to hear your side.
Because she did one on a rant.
Going off about y'all bitches need to stop posting me.
Right.
One of the things that she didn't like is people were commenting saying, I guess making the saying something towards the line of the Shade Room making her popular, making her big. And she's like, look, I was big before y'all.
Right. I remember seeing that. Remember we saw that one?
I don't need you to post me for popularity.
Right.
For presence. Like, first of all, I mean, all tracks on her album are certified. Like, she don't need the Shade Room.
Yeah.
Was her point.
Right.
Stop posting me. But Shade Room, come on, can y'all talk about this?
They didn't address it. They didn't address it.
Talk about it. Shade
Yeah.
Room,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Okay? Yeah, so she had that going on.
Okay. And didn't he like go to one of her concerts and do like a whole presentation? He stopped her concert, bought flowers. You didn't see that one?
You're talking about Offset.
Offset, yeah, her
Okay,
man.
so you're changing subject. Okay, Offset.
Offset and Cardi B.
Shade Room?
But it's not Cardi B.
Jody got the tea. No, she don't. The transition ain't right. Let's change subject.
Fuck y'all. How about that?
Okay. So now we're talking about Offset.
Now we're gonna talk about Offset. Yes, let's do Offset. Go ahead. Are you dumb? Yes. Okay. So Offset. So y'all
okay.
Or should know. I mean, if y'all don't know now, you know.
Right.
Her and Offset, they were going through drama. They are married.
Yeah.
However,
I didn't know they were officially married either.
Yes, they are married.
Yeah.
But she called things off because of all these cheating scandals.
Yeah.
And him embarrassing her. Some little chick named Summer Bunny going around looking like a discount Black China. Talking about Offset trying to get her girl. Pause. First of all, if you've seen the Money video that Cardi came out with,
yes.
What's wrong with you?
Hello.
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't. They don't.
We already.
Yeah,
because Beyonce been cheating on
Halle Berry. These niggas don't care. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Yeah.
Anyway, but still, they were going back and forth. Had the little thing. It's so funny. She posted. She does a bunch of live posts, and on one of her live posts, she's like, I might slip.
Yeah, she missed the
I'm
D.
worried about my gag reflex.
I saw that one. How she missed the D.
Yeah,
she was sipping on tea. She was like, I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss it a lot.
Yeah. I'm worried about my gag reflex.
Flexes?
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's important. So I can understand.
Oh my God.
Okay.
But Jasim is here.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm not going to elaborate on that.
Okay.
But, yeah, so going back to where she was talking about how she missed her man. And then this weekend, they were spotted in Puerto Rico.
You lie.
I know how TMZ and them goddamn lenses, they like 300 feet long. They probably, TMZ had the camera set up in South Florida and Cohan, Puerto Rico. They crazy.
They were in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, there's pictures of them in Puerto Rico jet skiing and having a blast, having a ball, or whatever. I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm, teachers, so I can't with these cheating people. I just, whatever.
I mean,
but as they say, or Charlamagne the guy always talk about the best behavior is change behavior. So hopefully, he actually changes. He did say he didn't smash this one.
So what did he do? She just sucked his dick?
It was just, no, it was more of him entertaining the conversation. Like, I think it was maybe inappropriate text messages or DMing or something like.
I don't see Cardi B completely walking away from a marriage over just conversation.
But remember, this girl, Summer Bunny, it's not like it happened behind the scenes. The chick is out here loud recording videos. She's doing interviews about this whole thing. There's a radio station that didn't post the interview, the Summer Bunny interview about Cardi and Offset, that whole situation. Mm-hmm. They won't post the interview.
What?
So it's one thing to have this thing going on, but your chick she don't. First of all, side chick posts my face. They post another thing.
Side chicks about to have their own reality show. Side chicks are having their own reality show.
So it's embarrassing. It's extremely embarrassing. We're married, we have business together, we have a child together. Yeah. And you out here doing this, and with somebody who just over here
trash.
Talking just won't shut.
Fuck up. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So it really is.
I'm actually happy to hear, honestly, that they were in Puerto Rico together. I think, you know what? Relationships are not perfect. People go through shit. Sometimes, you have to be separate from someone to realize what you lost.
I guess. Bye.
But no, I am. They have a lot though. They have a lot invested.
Well, and knowing that, maybe you should have been out there.
I agree. But you all the niggas ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
She knows what she signed up for, man. Come on.
She signed up for Offset. Come on. You can't
then don't get married.
Right. I agree.
Then don't get married.
I agree.
I'm sorry. You're not gonna get the
if you're not ready.
Oh, I'm an entertainer and I get to go. No. You zip it up, sir.
Right. Sit your ass down if you know that you're not ready.
If you're not ready, sit it down. You don't have to do that.
Right.
You don't have to be in a relationship.
Right.
No, you could just smash it.
Buy a $500,000 ring and all that. Future is.
And keep it wanted. Okay.
Oh my God.
What's you talking about? Get our assholes the other day. I mean, like Future don't get paid.
Goddamn. He doesn't.
Not even by a little bit.
So, what else we got?
And then I was gonna talk about, Kylie Jenner and all of her money.
Yes.
So Kylie Jenner.
All jokes aside.
They tied the Forbes list.
Yes.
They came in at number 5 of the wealthiest celebrities in America.
Yeah.
900 million.
At 21 years old. Let's clap it up for that little white girl. Clap it up for that little white girl. Yeah.
Now, obviously has some help. It's not like she built it from
of course not
the ground up, but a wealthy family,
right?
But to be that successful at such a young age, I mean, their brand means a lot.
Yes.
When she say go, people
go.
Like
yes.
that, I believe like the first minute or 5 minutes when she launched, like website was shut and was down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously, a lot of fans, a lot of people believe in her and her product.
She has a strong following.
She does.
Very strong following.
I think she actually found herself in the right generation as well.
Yeah.
Like she fit herself into a generation of people that are all about social media, all about the influencers, all about being easily swayed based on what is hot and what's going on. I think she just picked the right era. Because I mean, how different is she from? Remember Imani back in the day, the black model that had a makeup line? You don't remember Imani?
Well, yeah.
Different era. That's what I'm saying. I think that what's helping her is her era that she's, of course, chosen to, be out and doing all of this. So just my opinion. But I mean, either way, like she's doing her damn thing.
Yeah.
Now, you and I had a conversation because I know where you're going with this.
What? About Jay-Z?
Yes.
And Jay-Z is he 50 or close to 50?
He's close to 50.
Yeah.
And they're both at 900 million. And so there was some commentary saying that Black people have to work 2 times harder
for money.
So look at the.
What do you think? What are you thinking? It's a different generation. I think that's what it is.
It's a lot of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, she capitalized on her popularity
Yeah.
on the brand of the Kardashians.
Yep.
I mean, she'd be a fool not to. That whole family built their empire.
Hello.
Off of that, Jay-Z just came out at a different.
I agree. I agree.
It's not apples to apples,
No.
you know, so to speak. So it's kind of really hard to compare and contrast and say, oh, you know, he had to work 2 times. I mean, he's been in the game much longer.
Right.
I'm pretty sure as dope as Jay-Z is,
Right.
if let's say social media was what it was back then, he would have blown up.
I agree. I agree.
And I believe in that.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
Flex and his punk ass had a lot of shit to say about Jay-Z and where he would be without what we don't want to talk about Funk Flex right now. But still, same time, same era, I think Jay-Z would be just as successful.
I agree. I
you know
agree.
what I mean? And at the end of the day, there's tons of rappers, tons of entertainers, both white and black, who aren't as successful as Jay-Z. He's a great businessman.
I agree.
So
I agree. It's this era. It's all about the era.
Yeah,
it's all about the era. Even some of these Instagram influencers and people, like some of the most, I think the last 2 or 3 comedy shows that we've even been to have been from people that were found on Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's the era. It's where we are at. So that's some good tea. Is that all we got?
That's all we got today.
What? Okay, so episode 10.
Yes.
Mind, body, and spirit. So I didn't want to just focus on the traditional New Year's resolution of I want to lose weight. We had a really, really great show last time, December 2nd, where it was about mental health. And just in speaking about that, I myself opened up about some of my own struggles, and just really I realized just how many other people were able to identify with that. I think even Nikki Lopez from Nikki Creators, and she even actually commented and saying that she had the same struggles, and it's just so great to see more and more people speaking about it. So I didn't want to just focus on losing weight. I wanted to focus on the importance of mind, body, and spirit. So I have some amazing panelists on here. I have someone on here that I want you to focus. I want us to try this diet together. Okay. You know, we always do diet together. Yeah. We both do. We've slacked off for 2018. Am I going to be able to lose 30 pounds by February 10th? Actually, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. So I have someone on here I have guests on here that are going to help us physically to, you know, shed some of this weight, but, you know, a little bit different. I really focus on people that were going to be realistic in providing for us different options. Because I think everybody says, go to the gym, do this and do that. But realistically, it doesn't fit and work for everybody.
Because if it was that easy, I'd be skinny.
Hello. I was going to get lipo in Colombia, but Nancy was like, no.
You're a hater, Nancy.
She is. She is. She is. I would have been fine.
And I was talking to Kamisha about it last night. Oh my gosh, I don't think you should do it.
For what?
No.
Let me tell you something, okay? Suck it out. Suck it out. So not only do we have somebody on here that's going to be discussing, you know, of course, different method of weight loss, I also wanted to tap into something that in our community is not really talked about, acupuncture.
Yes.
You know, a lot of insurance companies sometimes don't cover it. If they do, you have to really kind of fight for it. But there's a lot of really great benefits on it. So I have a professional on here talking about that.
Nice.
We have a personal trainer on here that is somebody that I really, really interviewed and spoke with, because I wanted to, again, get someone that was going to be more realistic, someone that was going to really be able to help real women out here that have children and families and commitments. And then we also have this great new weight loss program, the one that you and I are going to be doing together.
Okay.
So I'm super excited. We also, of course, you know, when we talk about mind, I think that a lot of people lose sight of not only taking care of their body and everything else, but their professional goals.
Yeah.
So I have a professional on here that actually is a coach that will help people to kind of figure out what it is that they want to do for 2019, turning their passion into money, to being able to actually monetize their passion.
Nice.
I'm super excited about that, because I'm in a place where, you know what, fuck corporate America. I'm done with that shit. I want to, high five on that. Done. Bye, Felicia. And she's going to really show people how we are able to take our passion and monetize that. So I'm super excited. Like, I'm here, even though I'm in this whole seat, like, I'm sitting here like, I want all this information, because I'm going to be taking notes and really kind of, you know, educate myself on what I can do differently for 2019. Absolutely. So we have some little surprises as well. So you guys ready to jump into it?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and have you guys exit the stage. Thank you so much for the tea. Yeah. Mary, wait. This is the last time you're going to be on set for 2018. No! So you guys, thank you guys. So stay tuned. Thank you, baby. Stay tuned. Don't go too far. We're going to bring these amazing guests on set. Take some notes because, I'm going to be really busy because we're doing this shit together. Okay. When I wink twice, that means that's the one that we need to pay attention to.
I mean, somebody else can just type it up and forward it.
No, Wendy. Shit. Go on, girl. Thank you, guys. Woo! All right, guys. So as I mentioned, we are going to get you here on TV Takeover right for 2019. We're not only going to make sure that you're looking good physically, but we're going to also make sure that you guys are right mentally. We're going to get your career started. Listen, I'm just super, super excited about the guests that I have on this show. So without further ado, help me welcome my guest for episode 10, Mind, Body, and Spirit. Woo! Come on. We got Dominic in the house. We got Eleanor in the house. We got Dr. Kiki in the house. We got Dr. Leonie in the house. Come on, guys. Dr. Leonie, come right here. Dee and Eleanor, I'm going to have you guys in the back. Dr. Leonie, come on. Leonie, Miss Leonie right here. And then we got Jerusha. Oh, you look good, girl. Yeah, Merry Christmas. I love it. Hi, guys. Let's clap it up for my guests. Thank you, guys, for joining me on episode. Go ahead, get yourself ready. Get your hair right. Get your titties good. Profile, girl. You good? You got your little wreath. Got you going on. All right, good. You good? The sex in the back. All right, LD performance. All right, we got it going. All right, yes. Super excited to be here. So before I even go, let me first introduce you guys to my viewers. You okay with that? All right. So right here. So blame it on Nancy. Leonie.
No, it's Leonie.
I knew it, Nancy. Leonie. Leonie. Okay, so guys, Leonie is a physician of Oriental medicine. She is certified by the National Certification Commission for Acupuncture and Medicine. She is licensed. She is licensed to practice acupuncture, herbal therapy, and injection therapy in the state of Florida. Her passion for healing and helping was actually ignited in 2007 when she became a certified nursing assistant with a specialty in dementia and Alzheimer's. An interest in natural medicine led her to furthering her studies. And this year, congratulations, by the way, she completed her doctoral degree in Oriental medicine with a focus on internal medicine. Woo! Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, next on the couch, we have Miss Jerusha. Okay, so Jerusha, I have to kind of recognize a particular person when I introduce you. Because it was as a result of this person why we met. So for those of you guys that do not know, on episode 1, I had G from Very GTV on the show, and I watch her every single Tuesdays on Facebook Live at 6 p.m. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30.
You're right. Oh my God.
6. I was right. You're right. At 6 p.m. Come here. Come on a sec. So guys, I want to introduce you to my very, very good friend. You might sit on my lap.
Oh man.
Oh, you sit right there. We go. So this is G from Very GTV. I was actually watching her show and I met this amazing spirit here, Jerusha. Jerusha, when I was watching her, she absolutely shined through the cameras. And I'm gonna reintroduce you to G in a little bit, but Jerusha is actually she is your superstar success strategist. Remember when I told you guys about really helping you find someone that would be able to catapult and kind of figure out what you want to do with your career for 2019. So let's say, you know what, I don't want to do corporate America anymore. I have a passion, but I just don't know where to start. Here's your girl. So she's a highly sought after professional speaker, best-selling author, and leads the internationally recognized award-winning Vero Beach Wine and Film Festival. You guys know about that, right? Yes. This is the lady right here. Let's clap it up for that real quick. She has been featured expert on national television and in international print and digital media interviews. Jerusha is passionate about empowering her audiences and clients with her inspired step-by-step system so they can release roadblocks and quickly engage future trends to achieve high visibility success. Jerusha ignites the atmosphere with her techniques ever-vested personality, which is what drove me to you, transformational message, and commitment to their superstar success. Let's clap it up for Jerusha. So really quickly, G, I know I just pulled you on last minute, but you gotta, first of all, you look good, girl. You look good. Okay, so thank you. No, bitch, I'm fat. Stop playing.
No, but you look good.
Thank you.
No, that's fine.
Okay, whatever. Really quickly, because I know I don't want to take it. So you have some really exciting stuff going on for 2019.
Thank you.
Really quick. So women, and we're gonna have some links coming up
Here,
right there, right?
Okay.
Tell them what you got going on real quick.
Go Arts Woman, March 1st through 3rd. Beautiful event. We have an art exhibit. We have an open mic event at the Broward Center for the Performing Arts and a brunch. So go to theartwoman.com. You can buy your tickets. You can, for people coming from out of town, you can get discounted hotel, Riverside Hotel.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful weekend.
Yes.
So please, wherever you are in the world, come. It's for queer women, lesbians,
Yes.
women who love women, and everybody else who loves us.
Yes, it's exciting. So this is gonna be awesome. I want to congratulations to you. I'm super excited about it. Everybody's gonna hear about it. We have your links coming up. I know I just drug you out of the couch. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mwah, thank you. All right. So next on the couch we have Dr. Kiki. Do you love me? Are you riding? Will you ever? Dr. Kiani, let's clap it up for Dr. Kiani. So first of all, I don't know where to start with you because, well, let me just okay, well, first of all, so Kiani actually recently lost 21 pounds, guys. So what's exciting is she's actually going to be talking to us a lot about what it is that she did. I just knocked my earrings off, y'all. What it is that she did to do that. Wendy, where's Wendy? Wendy. Pay attention.
Yes, ma'am.
So Dr. Kiana, she's actually from the Panhandle of Florida. She went to the University of South Florida where she attained her bachelor's in biomedical science. She then went on to graduate school where she attended for her doctorate in chiropractic medicine at Palmer College of Chiropractic. Wow. She owns her own practice in Spring Hill, Florida, where she does rehab and it's a little bit of tea. You know, her mom actually is a chiropractor as well, and she owns her own practice. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Shade. It's a little bit of shade, competition in the house, but no. She's in Spring Hill. Mom is someplace else. Congratulations to you, though, cousin. I appreciate you. She is actually going to be talking to us about something called Chirothin. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Chirothin. I am super excited about this. We're going to talk some more about it. Thank you so much for being here. In the back, we got Sexual Chocolate in the building. All right, so we have Dominic and we have Eleanor. So as you can see, they have ALD Performance. Dominic, he is the founder of ALD Performance, a master trainer who has expertly designed the comprehensive foundation of the science and practice of personal training, fitness, nutrition, and fitness programs. His curriculums are designed to properly assess, train, and motivate his clients. He works with individuals that needs fitness, nutrition, coaching, clients with chronic conditions, athletes, youth, and seniors. His company, ALD Performance, and their certified trainers connect the mind, body to achieve the best results. Clap it up for D. And next to him, this beautiful, beautiful chocolate sister is Eleanor. Eleanor is actually one of Dominic's clients. And when I spoke with her, I begged her, pleaded with her, Eleanor, you have to come on the show. Because it's one thing for a personal trainer to come here and tell their story, but I need somebody that's living it. And I think of all the stories that, even for D, you stood out for him as far as what your story is. I think so many women are going to be able to connect, and you're going to really make it real for so many more women. So thank you so much for coming. I think actually, if you're looking on set right now, do we have a before and after picture that we put up there? Yes, girl, we got you before and after picture. So thank you so much. All right, so let's clap it up for my guests, guys. All right, so I wanted to first kind of start out a little bit with you, Leonie. So when did a lot of research on acupuncture, and one of the things that I realized is that there are a lot of barriers as it relates to our race. First of all, you are a minority of minorities to the minority with an exponent to the second degree. There are not a lot of women or minority women that actually practice acupuncture. But one of the things that I noticed is that when I did my research in acupuncture, some of the things that came up were things such as not based on scientific knowledge, or it's a pseudoscience, or it's a systematic review of acupuncture and largely inconsistent, or placebo, right? But then there are a lot of people that really, really believe in it, right? So one of the things I kind of wanted to talk about, first and foremost, what is acupuncture?
Okay, so acupuncture is a very minute aspect of traditional Chinese medicine. What I practice is traditional Chinese medicine, which encompasses moxibustion, cupping therapy, herbal therapy, and actual acupuncture. So what is acupuncture? Is actually the placement of the needles into the body to get the central nervous system to react.
Okay.
And basically what it does is improve blood flow to the body.
Okay. So one of the things that I kind of did research on, of course, for weight loss is acupuncture and how it works with weight loss, right? So if you had a client that were to come into your establishment and they were saying to you, listen, I'm really kind of struggling with my weight loss, what would that process look like for them?
Well, when I always try to empower my patients.
Okay.
I'm not the kind of physician where I have a patient that comes in and hands their life over to me and I fix them. I always try to let my patient know that you only see me once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, but there are things that you need to do at home to ensure the success. So what I do is I ask the patient, what is your goal? And we need to be realistic about that. So we look at the constitution, we look at what they eat, we look at their sleeping habits, everything from bowel movement to what side of the body you have the headache on, what are your cravings, what time of day do you have your cravings, and so forth. And we try to go through a pattern. But what is most important I ask my patients to do is keep a diary.
Okay.
Because every patient tells me they eat healthy. Everyone eats healthy.
I mean, I do.
Everybody. Yeah.
I do.
But when
somebody pass me the tostones, I need some tostones on set.
So when they physically keep a diary, and
Right.
I people tend to get a little bit of, defensive when I say to them, what do you eat?
Right.
And so, because everyone is on this thing where they think that they eat healthy, but sometimes the diet that you may have adapted may not be good for your constitution. And you may be eating a whole lot of salads and wondering why I'm not losing weight. Well, because your constitution has you holding water.
So you keep saying this word constitution.
Right.
Break that down for me.
Constitution. So we have people who say, for instance, someone can look at water and gain weight. Another person can drink a whole gallon.
Because that's me. I gain weight drinking water.
You have people who have fiery constitutions, so
Okay.
they burn things quickly,
Okay.
whereas another person doesn't. You have people who are just by their constitution are inert, they're really slow moving. There's nothing you can do about that.
Okay.
But then when you can change their diet and speed up their metabolism, then that can help their constitution.
And that's what the acupuncture would
Right.
be able to
So it's
assist with.
not just the actual placement of the needles, because it's not that alone is a small facet of the whole holistic therapy.
Okay.
It's about keeping a diary,
Okay.
a health journal, and looking at your environment. You
Okay.
know, where do you work? Are you in a position where you're sitting in one position for 10 hours?
Okay.
That doesn't work if you're trying to lose weight and then you go home on the bicycle and take a 2-minute walk while you're talking on your cell phone.
Right.
You're not burning calories.
Right.
You
Right.
think you are, but you're not.
Right.
So movement is always encouraged.
Right.
Diary is always encouraged.
So journal what you're
Right.
eating.
And journal.
Let me ask you a question. Why is it that more insurance companies don't cover acupuncture? Because I know you paid some coins to get your degree, so it has to be legit.
So, diplomatically speaking, let's say this. Many years ago, before penicillin was discovered, holistic healing and Ayurvedic healing was the thing.
Okay.
And then when the discovery or the more Western medicine became popular, of course, keeping people on the treadmill became more important than getting people actual help.
Okay.
So if someone who has PTSD, say for example, or anxiety, you can keep them on whatever PTSD medicine and keep them coming back with all the side effects. Well, yes. But if I treat you and you don't need all those medications, then why would we cover it? So therefore, that has been the fight. And actually, that's what's going on in Congress right now with the acupuncture board, trying to get us covered and get insurance companies to see that this is actually a method of healing. So the government has decided that since we have an opioid crisis now, because all these people are getting addicted to opioids, because the first thing you do when you leave the hospital is give you gabapentin or giving all these opioids, and
Right.
people are getting addicted.
Right.
So now acupuncturists are being placed in hospitals as a method of for back pain relief and stuff like that. So yeah.
So it's changing.
It is.
It's
Slowly
changing.
and surely
It's
it is
changing.
Yes.
Why do you think that it's not something that people of color are more open to trying?
Well, speaking for myself, when before I even got into this, I knew nothing about it, and ignorance is always a setback for us because a lot of people don't know what acupuncture is.
Mhm.
And it's the first thing you always hear is, "You're not putting no needles in me."
Yeah.
I'm scared of needles, you know.
Uh-huh.
And so even myself, before I started on this journey to get into Oriental medicine, I had never even had a massage. And as I think as a race, we're just very apprehensive, I guess, people getting into our personal space.
Right.
And so when I became more educated about it, I realized that it was just a lack of knowledge.
Okay.
I've tried to go into places where try to get the grassroots people to try, and it was just a shutdown.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing this. What is it? You're not putting no needles in me.
Right.
I don't care if it can help. I'd rather go take my medication.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's just a lack of knowledge, really, I think.
Lack of knowledge.
Mhm.
So would you say now with people now learning more about it? So let's say, for example, myself. So Nancy actually herself, Nancy's struggling with a pinched nerve and some things going on with her. And, she's going and she's seeing a therapist and she's kind of, getting a little bit of relief, but we're still are concerned because now other things that are happening. Right. If I wanted to say, let me try an acupuncturist, what is the first thing that I should do? How do I research a good acupuncturist? Where do I go?
Well, all acupuncturists are certified by the NCCAON.
Mm-hmm.
So I would dare say that almost any acupuncturist that you go to would be a good one.
Okay.
But it all depends on your interaction with the person because acupuncture, as it is an artistic medicine.
Okay.
So whereas I may approach Nancy and treat her cervical or pinched nerve by treating her hands, you might encounter another acupuncturist who treats her by using lasers. Or you have someone who does stones.
Okay.
Or you have an acupuncturist who just uses Korean acupuncture
Okay.
where they do this tummy. So it all depends on what resonates with you and what you feel comfortable with.
Okay. But how would you decipher? Because everything you just said, that was Spanish to me, right? I don't know about you guys, but I'm like, wait, what? And then the drinks didn't help either. But so I walk into a facility, I Google a facility that offers acupuncture,
right.
And I walk in, let's say with Nancy's condition. What are some questions that you would recommend people ask to kind of see what best suits them for acupuncture?
Ask them, how long is the treatment?
Okay.
How long is the treatment plan?
Okay.
If an acupuncturist doesn't have a treatment plan, maybe that's not the acupuncturist that you should see because every acupuncturist should have a treatment plan.
Okay, so treatment plan, guys. Make sure your acupuncturist has a treatment plan.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you are comfortable with herbs, a lot of people are not comfortable with needles. So if you're a person who would not be objected to taking herbs, say, ask the acupuncturist, do you do herbs?
Okay.
Do you do raw herbs or do you do tinctures, which is those things that you swallow?
So you don't always have to do needles?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So another thing that you can do is ask the acupuncturist, do you have any specialties? My specialty is in medicine.
Okay.
Another acupuncturist may be pain management.
Okay.
Another acupuncturist may be fertility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we good over here.
I don't do fertility.
Okay, we good over here. So Nancy, do you mind maybe just taking a couple of minutes just to kind of showing the audience what that process looks like? You can come on, Nancy. Listen, I'll give you my chair. So what we're gonna do? I'm actually gonna have Nancy just a quick couple of minutes. I'm actually gonna have Nancy do we actually did a pre-consultation just to make sure because I didn't need her spazzing out on camera. But right now, I'm not. So I'm gonna get. I'm a little thick. We're all a little thick on this guy. So, right? Here go your stuff. So, talk me through what it is we're going to be doing here with Nancy.
So, typically, what an acupuncturist does is that they ask the client to look at their tongue. The reason
wait, what?
Tongue? You Jamaican. Tongue or tongue?
My tongue?
T-O-N-G-E.
T-O-N-G-U-E.
Okay.
So the reason we ask this is part of our diagnosing.
Okay.
So the tongue, like any other muscle in the body, tells us the flow of blood and your bodily fluids and what's going on. Oh. The tongue is also divided into different organs of the body. So it kind of tells us about your sleep. Tells us about
the first time I'm about to
tells us about that. And we ask a series of questions to see whether or not your ailment is internal or external.
Okay.
If it's hot or if it's cold. If it's yin or if it's yang. And that kind of tells us where to go.
Okay.
Yin meaning cold, water, internal. Yang meaning fire, excess, heat.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So in terms of for you, you have a cervical pinch nerve. So that, of course, is internal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but like I say, acupuncturists don't just focus on the fact that you have a pinched nerve. Why do you have a pinched nerve? Do you have a pinched nerve because you're doing repetitive movement?
Right.
Do you have a pinched nerve because you have degenerative disc, and this is something constitutional, like hereditary?
Mhm.
Do you have a pinched nerve because you had trauma to the neck, like you had a car accident? So we would ask you questions like that.
Okay.
Also, we also go down to your sleep. Is the pinched nerve affecting your sleep?
Well, it could be.
Okay.
Yes,
Does the
sometimes
pain
we do
feel
wake
worse
up.
in the daytime, or does it feel worse at night?
If we're worse at night.
There you
Yeah.
go.
If we're worse at
So
night.
that's all the myriad of questions.
Okay.
And and acupuncture intake takes about an hour.
Okay.
So we go through everything. If you're on any kind of supplements, if you're on any kind of Western medications, the side effects of those, etc.
Okay.
And after that, we ask the patient to just relax. And so
I'm the her little assistant. I'm not certified though. I'm just holding
this
the
is
time ball. Okay.
So-
Okay.
So, typically speaking, a lot of people, I say a needle, they're thinking, oh my God, it's like the needles that we used to give blood, and it's this huge thing. So, in China, there's no word for inch, so they use the word shun. So, I just brought some needles so you guys can see. So this is a half of a shun. This is half of an inch. You see the needle is very soft. They're all made of stainless steel. If the client is allergic to stainless steel, which some people are, we use gold needles. They're extremely expensive.
I want to be fancy. I'm allergic to stuff. I'm allergic. I want family to be fancy.
All right, so that's a half a shun. Then we have,
What's that one?
this is one shun, which is 1 inch.
Oh, that's a lot longer.
So,
So they're flexible. It's not like a needle.
Yeah,
like a watch.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
so that's 1 shun.
Okay. All right.
And then we have 2 shun.
Oh shit.
Oh.
That's a
So
black
this.
son.
This is used. This is used for people who have sciatica.
Okay.
As you know, the sciatic nerve is really deep and it's really long. So I can't use a 1 shun needle to get to that nerve to activate it. So I need to go in and go all the way down.
So does the whole thing go into it?
About that.
Okay.
But I can tell you, patients who have sciatic pain, if you really have sciatic pain or any nerve pain, you will welcome a needle because it makes you feel so much better. Okay. So
All right.
so for Nancy,
For Nancy, what we doing?
we're gonna use 1 shun,
Okay.
just 1 inch.
All right.
You one shit, baby.
I'm on 1 chin.
Okay. All right. I'm nervous. You don't embarrass me on camera. Okay?
No, I'm not. My family's here. I can't do it.
Don't be a little bitch, Daddy.
I have family here. I can't do it.
Okay.
You're gonna be fine.
All right.
We use the baby
We're gonna
ones.
do the baby one. Okay. All right. I got excited to get staring out. You're so cozy.
I know. I just heard that before.
Okay. All right. So
So-
clean it off.
When you go to your acupuncturist, the acupuncturist should always have rubbing alcohol or some kind of cleaning agent. If they don't stay.
Oh, wow.
And they should always clean the area first. So somebody said Jesus. It's okay. So I always say to my patients, because a lot of patients come in and they're like this. And that makes it worse because you're tightening up your muscles and you're holding your breath. And what I'm doing is moving your energy. So the more you do like this,
Okay.
It relaxed.
it relaxes.
Okay.
All right. So there are over 365 acupuncture points in the body normally, and there are about additionally 200 more that are called extra points. So in the body, what they do, we have channels or meridians. And so this channel right here runs all the way up to the nose. And that's called the large intestine channel. We have the small intestine channel that runs all the way up, goes up the shoulder, goes up the trapezius, goes up to the occiput. We have another channel that runs here. So Nancy's neck or her cervical spine is impinged. There are 2 ways you can address this. An acupuncturist can either go locally to her cervical spine, or they can address the channel from the end. So I'm going to use it from the end. All right. So, and this is all it is.
Oh, it's in.
Yeah,
That's it.
I thought that, but I'm fine.
That's it.
Oh,
I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive, y'all. Hello. Hi.
hurt? It doesn't. I just felt a little pinch, and that was
That's it.
it. And that was it.
Nice.
So,
So how many of those would you normally do in a session?
So it depends on what the patient needs. If a patient is coming to me for the first time,
Uh-huh.
I try not to overwhelm them,
Okay.
and I try to use as minimally as possible.
Okay.
And as they get more comfortable with me as a therapist,
Okay.
if they need more, I use more. But typically speaking, if a patient is in a lot of pain, I try to use no more than 6 needles, 6 to 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the session is usually about maybe half hour, hour long.
Your initial intake and your treatment should normally run about an hour.
Okay.
And then follow-up treatment for some reason, I have a lot of PTSD, anxiety, and bipolar disorder patients, and they require a little bit more care.
Okay.
So normally that session takes about 40 minutes.
Okay.
For normal pain management, 25 minutes.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Well, thank you.
Awesome.
That was exciting.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I'm afraid of needles.
Oh.
So I was watching.
So for
them.
someone like you, she would do like the herbs. And
Well, see, that's the thing. What I realized is that my people, they're just not having the needles at all.
right.
So what I also specialize in is auricular therapy. And auricular therapy is not actually Chinese. Auricular therapy is originated in Germany. And it's called battlefield. So it's actually originated for those guys who were in the army
Okay.
who couldn't address anesthesia. So auricular therapy is used because the ear is actually a microsystem of the entire body.
Right.
So another way I could have addressed Nancy's neck pain,
Okay.
if she says like, Jerusha, I don't want no needles.
Right.
I would actually use a probe to her ears
Okay.
and locate the
Ears.
Yeah, her ears. Locate the area of her ears that is associated with her neck,
Okay.
and I will put needles there.
No, needles are still involved.
Yeah, but you wouldn't see that.
I see them in your hair.
Okay, this is my thing. This
Okay.
is my thing.
I trust you. After seeing you work, I just want you to know.
Trust it.
This is the thing. I have had patients come in. I've had grown men come in and cry. And I have had guys come in 1,000. They can't walk. Like this guy back was so bad. And he was deathly afraid of needles.
Right.
And he would not come. And I would tell him, come on, you're not coming. And finally, one day his back got so bad, he was bent down. He begged me to put needles in. I mean, and he didn't care. So my thing is, if you're in that much pain,
You're willing
or
to
you're
try.
that ill, always, I tell my patients, exercise every avenue before you go to surgery.
Yeah.
Exercise every avenue before you start putting yourself on a long-term Western medicine regimen.
Right.
Because sometimes it's just a matter of changing your diet.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter of changing the way you do things.
Right.
And that can help. So for you, my love,
Listen,
we would find a way to work with you. And that's my specialty. I don't be like, okay, you have to have needles and we're going to put the, no, we'll work with you. So.
Yeah. Aww. Well, thank you so much.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate you. That was awesome, right? So, and we have some questions afterwards. We're gonna go ahead and introduce everybody and talk a little bit.
All right.
So, next on my couch is Miss Jerusha. So, Jerusha, we talked a lot about not only about getting right physically, for the new year, but there are a lot of people that are really ready to take that plunge. I know G and I, we've had conversations. We had a lunch date not too long ago where we were just talking about what our plans are for 2019 and the sacrifices that we've made to really live our dreams and profit from our passion. And again, the reason I met you. So I want to talk a little bit about Superstar Success. First of all, you offer actually complimentary sessions. I think about 30-minute or so sessions. You have some questions that you ask up front to make sure that they're serious.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, her website is going to be pulled up on our site, on our timeline in just a little bit. So you guys can kind of know where you can tap in. But for those people that are not, maybe they're okay with their bodies for 2019, like G and Nikki, maybe they're okay with their body for 2019, but they really want to do something different with their careers. You're the woman. So
I am the woman.
Talk a little bit about Superstar Success Complimentary, Superstar Success Program.
So I'm going to say I am your superstar success strategist. And what that means is I'm committed to you having what you say you want. And it's really about 3 things. There's 3 things you have to remember, whether it's your career, whether it's a business you want to start, whether it's weight you want to lose. 3 things: commit, create, and celebrate.
Hello.
All right?
create, and celebrate. All right, guys, on three. All my set. We got to say it together. 1, 2, 3. Commit, create, and celebrate. All right, I love it.
Those 3 things
Okay.
will bring you the success you desire
Okay.
in any area of your life.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So when we say commit, what we're talking about is, what are you going to give up? You know, whatever you want in life, whether it's losing weight,
Right.
whether it's starting that company that you've been dreaming about,
Right.
whether it's buying that home,
Right.
if it was within your comfort zone, you'd already have it. Okay?
Yeah. True.
So this is
True.
all about stepping outside your comfort zone.
Right.
All right?
Right.
And what happens when you have to step outside your comfort zone? Things get a little rocky.
Yeah.
They get a little messy.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah.
go a little sideways.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So this is all.
Isn't she awesome?
This is all about you
Yes.
getting straight
Right.
on what you're willing to do.
Right.
What are the things you're willing to give up? Are you
Right.
willing to give up sleep, for
Right.
instance?
Right.
All right?
Right.
Because it may not fit within your 12-hour sleep schedule.
Right.
But some of you out there, I know you have.
Right.
Also, you know, one of the more interesting things is people who are successful tend to eat less. And one of the reasons is because they're not spending a lot of time in the kitchen cooking those fancy meals.
Yeah.
They're spending a lot of time in their offices dreaming up their wonderful plans and putting them into action.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So that might work on 2 fronts for those of you who are losing weight, right?
Right.
Because prepackaged meals, great thing, you know, have your set schedule. So again, committing to your idea. And that means also checking in every day, just like she suggested, keeping a journal.
Okay.
More about what you're going to eat.
Okay.
You're going to keep a journal about what you're working on.
Okay.
Oprah has a journal for every project she has.
Oh, wow.
So there's a journal for Own Network. There's a journal for Oprah's favorite things. There's a journal for her magazine. Every project she's working on, she has a journal for because she wants to keep in touch with the ideas that she has about her life. When you're committed to something, what does that mean? That means you nurture it.
True.
That means
True.
you care about it.
True.
That commitment isn't just a word that you can just say and then put on the shelf.
Right.
Okay? When we're committed to something, it's one of the things they say, commitment actually happens when the feeling you had when you committed to that idea is gone. Let that sink in. Okay?
Wait. Can we say it again? One more time.
Commitment happens
Uh-huh.
when the feeling you had when you committed to the idea is gone.
Interesting.
Because it is at that point when you will take yourself on and take yourself to that next level. Take yourself to make that next step.
Yeah.
Because now you're actually pushing yourself. So that's the first thing I want you to remember.
Okay.
Commit. All
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Second thing is
Second
create.
thing. Create.
Okay, so what is create about?
All right.
Create is about, number one,
Okay.
creating a space that allows your commitment to take place.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
And when I talk about creating a space, I'm going to use another word, which is context.
Okay.
All right? The desert
Okay.
is not a context for roses. Okay?
Okay.
So what that means is if you, for example, want to start a business,
Right.
but right now your space, your context is all about hanging out with your friends on Saturday nights, going to that women's social on Wednesday nights.
Right.
You've got book club on Saturday morning.
Okay.
Is that a context for creating the business that you say you want to start?
Right.
By the same token, keeping your refrigerator full of items with sugar and white flour and all the things that you say you're not going to eat. Is that a context for having the things you say
You better
you
preach.
want?
Let's just. I feel like I'm in church on this Sunday. Yes. Okay.
So that's what. So most people think of creation and creativity,
Right.
but we're talking about creating a context for your life. And for some of you, that may mean you are creating an entirely new life. Some of you may have to move.
Right.
Some of you may have to change your entire schedule for the week.
I wanted to touch on that because I think that a lot of people realize or don't realize that when you are in a place in your life when you're trying to make such changes, right, you sometimes do have to completely pull yourself from your circle because your circle no longer is conducive of nurturing whatever it is that you're trying to do.
And that's a context that I talk about creating in terms of who's in your front row.
Yeah.
So that's one of the tools that I work with clients on in terms of building their context.
Right.
And then the last one is celebrate.
Okay, I like that one.
Yes, all right. We all like that.
All right.
And I will say that is probably the most important one.
Mm-hmm.
And why is that the most important one? Because if you don't celebrate when you achieve something, you forget it. You don't have an awareness that you have moved. All right. So when you don't have an awareness that you've moved or you've changed, you can't repeat that. Okay. You can't make that happen again. And
powerful.
We are humans, right? So human beings are all about, feeling good.
Right.
So when you celebrate something, you're reinforcing that this behavior, making a commitment, creating the context, hey, made me feel good.
Right.
Because I achieved a goal. All right. So it's really a cycle that you just get on that treadmill.
Right.
And you just keep repeating it.
Right.
Commit, create, celebrate. Commit, create, celebrate. Until that becomes second nature to you.
Got it.
Instead of your default falling off because it's outside your comfort zone. Not doing it because you can't start a business because you're afraid of what your friends are going to think.
Right. Right.
Not wanting to be so right about, oh, I know how to do that you're not willing to let in other ideas.
Right.
And so this is what I help my clients with, staying with their commitments, creating the context, and having some huge ass celebration.
Yay!
So when you go to JerushaStewart.com,
and your information is going to be coming up.
There is the opportunity to sign up for what's called a passion in action.
Okay,
Remember that.
Passion in action. Okay.
Strategy session.
Okay.
Where you go click the box.
Okay.
You're going to answer some questions.
And I want to talk about those questions. I think it's important. And I like the fact that even though this is a service that you offer, even with this being a service and this being your business, you still make sure that you are selective in the people that you bring into your space, even as a business.
My content.
That is. So in order for you, so there are, what are your 3 biggest challenges is pretty much the questions that they have to answer. So what do you think is the number one obstacle preventing you from reaching your business and income goals? That's one of the questions you have to ask. Or answer. Where would you like your business and or results to be in 6 months and why? And then the third question is, what would it feel like to achieve your goals? I like that because I think a lot of times we don't allow ourselves to really resonate and just kind of sit in that moment as to what it would feel like being on the other end of knowing that everything that I've put into this is actually happening for me. And that within itself, I think can be a motivating fuel for when sometimes you don't get the news you want to hear or you're a little bit down and out. So I appreciate that. And I think
that's huge because even when people are, for example, losing weight, a lot of times they focus on, oh, that dress I'm going to wear. That is not the thing that's going to keep you motivated. It's the feeling.
Yeah.
It's how are you going to feel when you get to that place? Because again, we're humans. We're sensory.
Yeah.
We're driven by our feelings. That's why you get angry. That's why you're happy. That's why you're sad. That's basically why you're in love with who you are.
Right.
Is how you feel about yourself.
Right. Right. This is some good shit, guys. This is some good shit. I'm loving it. So I wanted to dabble into something else that you do that is kind of a big deal. We have it on set on the screen. So you know what I'm talking about. Your other passion. So you've actually made profit from your passion.
Yes.
You want to tell us a little bit about that and what's coming with that? And I don't think people know the face behind this big deal that you got. It's a big deal. I'm just saying.
So
Okay.
I'm the founder and executive director of the Vero Beach Wine and Film
But
Festival.
no, you gotta slow down when you say that, Jerusha.
Vero Beach Wine and Film Festival.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the lady. That's the lady. So
And it is pretty exciting. We are
Yes.
the first and only wine and film festival here on the East Coast.
Mhm.
I started the festival 4 years ago. This will be our 4th year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I am so proud of my team.
Oh,
We have been a top 100 film festival worldwide since year 1.
let's go.
So since our first year, filmmakers voted us in the top 1.5% of over 7,000 film festivals in the world.
Wow.
So really huge compliment to them. We have also been recognized as the Huffington Post as the Summer Sundance.
Really?
So that's what you
Nice.
can expect.
Nice.
Incredible award-winning
Mhm.
films.
Right.
4 days of more films.
You said 4 days. So when is this coming? We have some
It's,
dates.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
June, it's always the second weekend in June.
Okay.
It's June 6th through the 9th.
Okay.
It goes over a Thursday to a Sunday.
Okay.
We will screen, last year we screened over 90 films.
Nice.
There were over 100 different wines that you could taste throughout the weekend. We
Okay.
have wine tastings with the films. We have vintner dinners. We have the Wow Tent, which is our huge wine tasting seminar lounge. You can just kick back and stay in the wine tent all weekend long.
Nice.
Some people do that.
Right. Right.
But I do say come to see the films. This year,
Uh-huh.
I am so proud to announce we have one of the top films of the year. We're going to be screening Studio 54.
Nice.
Yeah. The producer and the director is coming out. And of course, there will be a Studio 54 party because really, you got to do that.
Yeah.
You gotta have disco, right?
So I want to talk about where you were 4 years ago. So everything you just spoke about as far as, turning your passion and the steps and what you just preached to our viewers. I want you to kind of walk me through really briefly what that looked like for you 4 years ago.
So 4 years ago, I almost died.
Oh.
I always tell people 15 minutes saved my life. So at the time, I'm an attorney by training, and I was doing legal sales, and I was doing well, but I had lost my love for it. So I wouldn't say. So when you looked at my commitment, it wasn't a 5. On a 1 to 5 scale, it was probably a 3.
Right.
Because I could do well, but it wasn't my heart.
Right.
And one morning I woke up and I ended up in the hospital because it turned out I had a pulmonary embolism. So I had a blood clot in my lung, which caused a heart attack.
Whoa.
So, needless to say,
She's smiling. She's laughing at that.
I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Right.
I tell people, I hope you don't have the chance to live like you're dying.
Right.
It's one of the things that I feel blessed that happened because I had an entire career change. I had a lot of time to review and think about my life and realize that I wasn't doing what I should be doing. I realized I really wanted to be more of service to the world. I really, I have this thing about God giving me so much. So many talents, great family, lots of love. There's nothing that I really have to want for on the planet.
Wow.
So I really had a sense that I wanted that for everyone else. I want everyone to feel the joy that I feel.
Right.
And I know that joy comes from having a life you love. So for me, it was, kind of ruminating. I ended up being on the board of a mental health organization, realizing that film was a great doorway to bring people into positive mental health awareness.
Okay.
Because with a film, you can change hearts and minds in an hour.
Yeah.
In 10 minutes.
Yeah.
People can see something on screen.
Right.
That puts them into inspired action.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's why I created the film festival. And I will say, when you're committed to something, when you create a context for a commitment,
right,
and that commitment can be wild beyond your dreams. It can be large, it can be so big. I mean, when I started the film festival, I'll never forget that first year, waking up one night in the middle of the night, and all the craziness before. And I'm like, okay, so you couldn't just start a film festival in one theater. No, you've got to have it in 10 locations all over town. So I'm like totally freaking out because I'm like, really, what are you doing? And then, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go to sleep. You got to do this in the morning. I mean,
right.
Go get some sleep now.
Right.
So for me, somebody else, they might have created a film festival. Lots of people have, and it's in one theater and films are played. But that wasn't my vision of how I wanted people to feel when they went to see these films. And so that's why I always say, your commitment is going to be driven by your vision. It is so going to be driven by your vision. Yeah. And one of the things I work with my clients on is to stop playing small.
Okay.
Stop
playing small, guys.
That grabs the world.
Yeah.
In fact, put the world after your title. I am going to stop hunger in the world.
Okay.
Not in my town, not in my city, in the world.
In the world. I love it. I love it. I'm so captivated by you because I'm on that journey right now. And again, G and I, we had this conversation where we both walked away from extremely successful corporate America jobs because we wanted to pursue our passion. And we're in that place right now where we're transitioning. So to hear this and to hear your story and to know that not only are you living that, but you're actually offering people an opportunity to bridge them into that is just amazing. And I think it's great.
Living that. Yeah. Your brand, the TV Takeover? Come on! It's the TV Takeover! That's what you're doing!
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, and I thank you so much for being here. I will be in touch with you because I do want to talk about strategizing for 2019. I do want to work on thinking big. There's a lot of things I want to work on for myself because believe it or not, I'm really shy in a lot of things that I think I know I can do. I know. But so we're going to definitely be talking. Guys, those of you that Wendy knows it. Those of you guys that, I was literally in awe. My eyes have not shifted from looking at you, and you're such an inspiration. Your energy is so contagious. You're such a beautiful person. Bob, you are a lucky guy. Don't fuck it up.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, don't fuck it up. And I can't wait to work with you in 2019. Congratulations on your fourth year, and thank you so much for being here, guys. Let's clap it up for Tanisha. Oh my goodness!
Thank you. I just like being here and thank you for asking me.
Yeah, of course. This is great. So we got this fine little Hispanic thing next to you.
Yeah.
So we call her Dr. Kiana. I like to call her Dr. Kiki. Do you love me? Are you riding? Well, no. You gotta have Marcel. I don't know the song. So Dr. Kiki is, first of all, you look amazing, girl. She says to me, Jody, you need to get a shoe cam. I don't have a shoe cam, but can you show them the red bottoms? Can you show them the red bottoms? Yay! So those red bottoms were actually, I remember, a gift from your mom when you graduated for you got your doctor. Yeah, you come back to school. So
across the stage and my big toe was numb for 3 days.
Yeah. So Wendy, you ready?
I'm ready.
Take notes. So Nancy says to me, babe, you got to jump on to Kiara's page. She's talking. Kiani. Why did I say Kiara? Who's Kiara? It was Kiara last show. Kiki. Can I say with Kiki?
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Kiki. Okay. So Jody, you gotta jump on to Kiki's page because she's doing this program. I know her mom did it. Her mom lost a tremendous amount of weight. I think her mom is at how many pounds has your mom lost already?
Total, she's done the program twice. The second time she did it, she lost 22 pounds. Some things happen in between. The first time she lost 50 pounds.
Wow.
She gained back a few pounds. So total, she's lost
42.
53 pounds.
53 pounds. Clap it up for mommy. She's here in the audience. I'm looking at her and she looks amazing. So I should go online, and Nancy knows that I've been struggling trying to figure out what it is that I need to do. And you have like live videos that you're doing.
Yes.
That you have actually, because initially, you know, when you started doing it, Nancy was like, do it. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing it. I need to see if this is real.
Works,
I know she's family, but bitch, I need some proof in the pudding. So I've been watching you, and I've been watching your videos. Yeah. You know, you log in, no makeup, still beautiful. Going on the scale, and you've been doing the program, and you are down officially. I saw your video for today. Officially as of today,
So
20. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yesterday I was at 19 pounds.
Okay.
I have to lose 1 more pound.
Okay.
Today, also because I wanted to lose 20 pounds before Christmas.
Right.
And then I was coming on the show, and I can't just say I lost 19 pounds.
Right.
So what? But I lost over 20 pounds. Sounds lost better.
Right. So it's real. So not only have I seen your mom do it, I've seen you have done it, and I've never actually heard of it until you. So I know that as a chiropractor, there are a lot of other things that you do. You talk about your practice, but I kind of brought you in here to talk about Chirothin.
Right.
So what is Chirothin? Please, what is it?
So Chirothin. So I brought some stuff right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'll show you
They
guys
should be able to.
after
Yeah.
I explain everything. So Chirothin is a doctor supervised weight loss program.
Okay.
So it's doctor supervised because it's a very low calorie program.
Okay.
And we have to make sure that the medicines that you're taking, you know, there's not really any side effects, but there's other things that if you have, if you are breastfeeding, you can't do it. You know, there's certain little things, but the majority, if you have diabetes, you can do it. If you take a high blood pressure pill, you can do it.
Okay.
So for the most part, most people can do it.
Okay.
So it is a doctor supervised weight loss program, and it's mostly a dietary change.
Okay.
With a supplement enhanced program.
So what is
42 days?
Okay. Okay.
So for 42 days. So this is the supplement.
Okay.
Here, Chirothin, and all it is. And it's no secret. It's not a secret formula. It's not a secret program. You can ask me what the ingredients are. It's on their website. It's amino acids. It's minerals, vitamins, like B12. You know, certain things. The ingredients. There's no caffeine. Someone has asked me if there's stimulant. So
Okay.
because that's what's in most diet pills. Is a stimulant.
Okay.
It keeps you going. It makes you want to exercise, stuff like that. But that's not in this. It's scientifically proven to help with your cravings.
Okay.
But it's not like a stimulant.
Okay. So
it's
does that
just liquid,
drop? Okay.
This is mine, so it's almost halfway done.
Okay.
It's clear. You can see that it's clear.
Okay. And where does that go?
5 drops. It goes under your tongue.
Okay, so subliminal. Is that what they're called?
Sublingual.
Sublingual. Okay, I said subliminal.
So that's the drops.
Okay.
So you can do just the drops.
Okay. Okay.
There's 3 different programs.
Okay.
And when you're interested in it, you come in, you get a free consultation. We go over what program is right for you.
Okay.
The drops and these packets here.
Okay.
So
do I have to change what I eat?
So it's real food. It's real people. So this is on my video today. Right?
Okay. Okay.
It's real people. Me, my mom. You're gonna be doing it.
Right.
Your best friend's gonna do it.
Right. Right.
You know, it's real people. It's real food.
Okay.
You get real results.
Okay.
You keep it off.
Oh.
So no, you have to. You said you eat healthy, so I don't think you're gonna be changing too much. So it is a dietary change.
Okay. Okay.
Like I said, it's a low calorie, very low calorie diet for 42 days, and this is another reason why it's doctor supervised.
Okay.
We have to monitor.
Now, I just want to ask you real quickly, because you and I talked about this, because you're in Spring Hill, and I said to you, I want to do the program, but I'm not going to Spring Hill, and you gave me an option. What's the option if?
The option is a virtual option.
Okay, so
most
it is
people-
available.
Yes, it's
Okay.
available. The very first program. So there's, like I said, 3 programs. The first one can be changed into a virtual program.
Okay.
So basically, the consultations that you'll be having in my office, it would just be virtual.
Okay.
You'll have to weigh in front of me, you know, so I can see the first weigh in, and you get a consultation every week because it's 6 weeks. 42 days, 6 weeks. So that's all virtual. So no matter where you are,
Uh-huh.
you can do this program.
Okay.
If you're in the Panhandle, my mom is also a Chirothin licensed doctor. She's in the Panhandle, so there's some people from Franklin County watching this.
Hey!
County.
Woo-woo!
So you will contact Dr. Zoe Sigri. But if you're anywhere else, then you can contact me to do it virtual. If you're in Spring Hill, Florida, or Tampa, Florida, you can do it in office. You can still do it virtual if you like.
Okay, so what did you? Let's talk about breakfast. What does breakfast look like for you on this diet?
Okay, so there's no breakfast. Okay.
Okay.
So it is a lunch
Okay.
and dinner.
Okay.
So I don't know if some of you have heard of oh my gosh, now my brain just all of a sudden.
So not even like no no tea, no water.
You have coffee.
Okay.
Intermittent fasting. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So intermittent fasting.
Okay.
So you're intermittent fasting and low calorie at the same time. So there's a whole thing. So let me just say. So you take these.
Okay. Okay.
You have to take these.
And what are those bottles?
These are other things that you can get.
Okay.
Different programs. If you get the what I call platinum program,
Okay.
you get everything.
Okay. Okay.
The gold program, you get this, and this.
Okay.
Okay. And then the silver program, you get this.
Okay.
And me.
Okay.
So you take the drops. The drops are a mandatory thing, and the diet is a mandatory thing.
Okay.
So you're doing lunch. It's going to be 4 ounces of protein.
Okay.
4 ounces of low carbohydrate vegetables. So
Okay.
basically, you're not having any carbs.
Okay. The whole diet.
The whole diet.
Okay.
And 4 ounces of fruit. So you're having that kind of carb
Okay.
and sugar a little bit there. But it is low calorie. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I can't do that, that's where the drops come in. It
Okay.
helps you to cut those cravings. It helps you to not be hungry. Because if you skip these drops, let me tell you, you're gonna be like, let me eat everything in this house right now.
Okay.
So the
So
first
it has
few
like a
days-
little bit of appetite suppressant in it.
Yes, but it's the way that the formula is made with amino
Okay.
acids, the minerals, and the vitamins all put together.
Okay.
It kind of helps. Yeah. It makes you not necessarily full, but it kind of tricks your brain into thinking that, you don't need to eat. You don't feel like, and when you're bored, it's like you don't think about it.
Okay.
Kind of a thing.
Okay.
But you will know exactly when it is time to eat. Like your body you take the drops. Okay, so let's back up. Day 1
Okay.
is a loading phase, and day 2 is a loading
This sounds
phase.
a lot like the HCG diet. What's the difference between this
It's
and the
very similar.
HCG diet?
It's
Okay.
similar, however, in these drops, there are no hormones. So in the HCG diet,
It's the pregnancy. Hormones.
well, you have hormones in your body. You're adding extra hormones in your body.
Okay.
You're not adding any extra hormones in your body. You're adding minerals and vitamins and amino acids that your body already needs, and you should be taking a multivitamin already to get most of this stuff.
Okay.
There's essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids, meaning your body produces some of them and your body doesn't produce some of them. So either way, you should be getting those whether you're not on this program or not.
Got it. Got it.
So it's nothing extra that you don't want to put extra hormones into your body. I'm sure it's worked for some people.
Right.
I don't know the whole thing behind if you keep the weight off when you're on the HCG diet.
Mhm.
But with this, you do, because what happens is you do the loading phase.
Okay. How many days
You're
is loading?
taking the drops. That's 2 days.
Okay.
You take the drops 7 times. So all this, I'm talking fast. There's a lot of information here going on, but all of this is, you'll get all of this when you come for your consultation or your video consultation. Okay. So, the first 2 days,
Okay.
you're loading, and while you're loading, you're eating high fat foods. Not high sugar. I
Okay.
mean, you are going to want to eat some of those things because you're not going to have them for the remainder 40 days.
Got it.
I do.
Okay.
I eat chocolate cake that's loaded with butter and cream, and
And you do those the first 2 days.
You're doing that for 2 days. You're doing the drops. This is increasing your metabolism. So you're grazing all day. You're eating a lot for 2 days because they can't pinpoint when the drops activate your metabolism.
Okay.
So what happens is you're eating, your metabolism is going up and up and up and up.
Okay. I have a question for you real quick. Somebody says, what herb is an appetite suppressant? There's no
appetite suppressant.
Okay.
There's no herbs. It's
Okay.
amino acids, minerals, and B12.
Okay.
The full ingredients is on their website.
Okay.
Chirothin.com.
Okay.
And it will also be on your you get a login to go to chirothin.com. You
Okay.
can track all your meals and everything through that. You get all of that too, because we're in a very, social media world. You want to do everything on your phone.
Right.
These booklets are to track your food. Let's see, this is the food journal. Okay. So there are some people that
I'm not. You guys have seen this trend here. Like every person that we've had have all talked about journaling.
Yeah.
So if there's nothing else you get from this show, guys, for 2019, y'all need to start journaling y'all shit. Get some journals. Seriously. Sorry, go ahead. I have to bring that out.
So food journal. So I do both of them.
Okay.
I do mainly. I mainly do it on my phone.
Okay.
But you can do both of them. This one's good to keep with you if you go out to eat or something like
Okay.
that, or in your kitchen,
Okay.
things like that. But anyways, you're gonna have both of them. So back to it. Sets your metabolism.
Okay.
Okay. For the 2 days. Then day 3 is when you start the dietary change.
Okay.
Okay. But your metabolism is set. It's set at its highest that it can go because you've been eating a lot of fatty food.
How much weight do you gain those 2 days?
I think I gained 5 pounds.
Okay.
You gain 3 to 5 pounds.
Okay.
But I think if you go back and look at my video, because it's all documented.
Right,
so,
right.
I think I lost all of them day 4.
Okay. Okay.
So you lose those quickly.
Okay.
And like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, you guys get on the scale tonight, and on after Christmas, weigh yourself and see how much you gain.
Oh no.
It happens.
Yeah.
But the thing is if you don't change your diet that next day, then you're gonna those 3 pounds that you just did are not coming off, and you're just gonna keep building, adding it up.
Okay.
Every year, every holiday, and that's how it gets us. So your metabolism is set high, burning high for the remainder of the 40 days.
Okay.
Okay. This is important because, and it's the difference between the HCG diet, Weight Watchers, all this other stuff.
Okay.
Because when you do low calories, your body wants to go into starvation mode.
Right.
So, and it automatically does that. But with these drops,
Mm-hmm.
it keeps your metabolism high, so it doesn't go into that starvation mode and lower your metabolism. So when you're off of the program,
which is when it really matters. Because I can do a diet all day,
exactly,
drop 20-30 pounds, but then a week later,
exactly. And no one wants to, you don't want to get a program and buy a program and do all this work and then a month later put it all back on.
Right.
You don't want to do that.
Right.
So it says your metabolism, and basically is restarting your metabolism.
Okay.
It is a restarting, refueling your body to get, back on track almost for the remainder of your life.
Okay.
Essentially. There's a maintenance phase, and if you have to lose more than approximately 40 pounds, then you will have to do it more than one time.
Okay.
There's a maintenance phase in between. But if you have 40 pounds or less to lose, then you only have to do it one time.
Okay. And it says 6 weeks.
It's 6 weeks.
Okay.
42 days.
Okay.
6 weeks. Yep.
Wow.
So it's not a complete lifestyle change. And that's when I tell people, you guys are going to gasp. Get ready. Sit down. There's no alcohol for 42 days. Okay?
Wait,
But
pause.
you can do it.
Time out.
Right.
Foul on the play. Foul on the play.
You don't want the whole crowd.
No alcohol, but the thing is, it's not a full lifestyle change. It's to restart your body.
Okay.
I joined with you guys. I had a lime. It looks like I'm drinking a drink here. There's no alcohol in this. You can have a mojito with mint, lime, no alcohol, club soda, and you're still enjoying yourself. You're still with the party. You still have something in your hand.
Right. And you gotta honestly, if you're in a place where you really want to see change, at the end of the day, you gotta make sacrifice, right? You gotta commit. There you go. You gotta commit. Yeah, you gotta get. Yeah. And they gotta celebrate.
I've been on it for 6 weeks. I'm on maintenance right now. I'm getting back on it on the 1st.
Okay.
But today I had a glass of wine. I loved it, enjoyed it.
Right.
That's Dr. Lois Hickory that you hear in the background. My
I'm
mom.
celebrating today.
Yay! And then we have what's it called, babe? Noche Buena on Monday. We see how you right? Yeah. So
my goal was to lose 20 pounds before Christmas. And as of this morning, I lost 21 pounds.
That's
so
awesome.
I reached my goal plus more. And so I'm gonna celebrate tomorrow. Everyone that's been watching me knows that I'm gonna cheat tomorrow. Some people are like, stay strong, but I'm fine with it. I'm going to
have a good
eat whatever
time.
I want, celebrate,
yeah.
and then I'm going to get right back on. I'm not stopping, because what happens is some people are like, oh, I cheated, I got to start over, I hate that I did that, No, I'm just going to get right back on it, and then I'll have 11 more days to lose whatever it was that I gained during that time period. And some people are like, why are you doing this during the holidays? It's the worst time to do it. Well, for me, I'd rather have lost 21 pounds than to have gained the 10 to 15 pounds that everyone else gains during the holidays. If I gain 5 pounds, tomorrow and Tuesday, then you know what? It'll lose it right back down, and that's it.
Right. Right.
So it's definitely a great program that you got. If you're interested, you can call me. You can get on my website.
I think all your information is going to be coming up as well.
Message me on Facebook. Even if you don't feel like you know me, you can private message me on Facebook. I know that might seem weird sometimes, but no, just go ahead, because my personal Facebook is basically my professional Facebook. Also, any program is difficult if you're not committed. Right. So you have to be ready to do this. I'm not saying it's the hardest thing in the world, but it's also not the easiest. Okay. But the thing is you have to think and make, put it in your head, you're going to do this 42 days. That's it. You're going to drop the pounds, and that's it. Whatever you need, whatever you want to eat, whatever you usually eat, that alcohol drink, the sushi, that's me. It's going to be there. Okay. So it will be there after the 42 days.
And I think one of the things that Jerusha brought out is also just imagine, or just put yourself into that position of how you would feel when you reach that goal. I think that was so powerful for me. How would you feel knowing that you're at the other end of that 20 pounds? What feelings do you think are going to be invoked by that? Putting on that outfit that you couldn't have worn before, just even being able to, how your body feels, how your joints feel. So
I lost a dress size, actually.
Yeah.
I figured that I didn't realize it until I was trying to find an outfit to wear for the show.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, wait a second, this is not my size anymore.
Nice. Congratulations. And you look amazing. Yes. And for the record, you did not lose your booty. Okay.
Oh my God. Did you hear that?
She did. The Hispanic booty is not going anywhere. Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Kiki. I appreciate you. Well, thank you so much. So we have questions for you. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
So Jody's gonna get the family discount, guys. So you guys have to keep her committed.
I'm doing it.
And
I'm bringing sexy back.
Okay?
Sexy or back. Yeah. 42 days. Check me out. So we talked about acupuncture. We talked about the holistic way of approaching mentally, physically. We talked about getting yourself ready for your career. We talked about a great product, Chirothin, and how you can lose weight that way. Now we're going to go and we're going to talk to Dominique. Dominique, you've been so patient. First of all, clap it up for how fine this Sexual Chocolate is. He's so fine, y'all. You know you're fine. So anyway, when I actually, when I spoke with Dominique, I said, Dominique, listen, okay, I know you're a personal trainer. You look good with your shirt off and everything, but I don't want to talk to my viewers about the same stuff that everybody else talks about. We had this conversation, right? I says, I want you to help my viewers by providing for them realistic goals, realistic things that they can do to be able to achieve their weight loss goals. Not only was I so impressed with the conversation that we had, you actually introduced me to Eleanor, which is why I have her with you. She's actually one of your clients, and I spoke with her. We're going to talk a little bit about Eleanor and about her journey. But first of all, welcome to the show. Thank you. Okay, so Dominic, love handles, back fat. Shut up, Wendy. Shut The F up, Wendy. You lucky Jasim is here. You know I'm sensitive about my back fat. Increasing the thighs, getting that gap, workouts to do when you have young kids, easy ways to get in extra steps. Just where do we start? Where do we start?
Well, first of all, I want to thank my aunt Sakai for actually introducing me to you.
She did. Hi. Come here, baby girl. Come real quick. Say hi. She looks so cute today. Thank you so much. Yay! Okay.
And also, I want to thank my client, Eleanor, for coming. I didn't think she was going to come, but she came.
She did. She came through with the come through.
But just a little background on me and her relationship. When I first met her in April, I met her in actually the Pollo Tropical.
Pollo Tropical, really?
And, so she was like, I want to get a personal trainer and blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking, she's not serious. A lot of people come up to me because I wear my shirt and they, ask me about personal training and get into it. And she's like, first thing she said, well, I'll be back after we come back from Alabama for spring break. I was like, yeah, she's not. And she actually did, and she hit me up, and we started training. And when I first started training her, she has anxiety. So she's very closed off when it comes to different things, and I had to learn that as a trainer, dealing with different people, because a lot of times people think that trainers are just a one way, and some people are, but if you want to be an effective trainer, you have to be a people person, at least to those people that you're training.
Right.
And I had to learn with Eleanor how to do things a little bit differently, because I have different people who have different personalities.
Right.
And you have to adapt to everybody's personality.
She actually said it when I was speaking with Eleanor. She said, Jody, I'm going to be honest with you, because of course you're in a different part of Florida now, so you're not as close to her. She has someone else that she's dealing with, and she said, Jody, I'm going to be honest with you. If the person that is training me today is who met me when I first started on my journey, I don't think I would be as successful as I was. Because, and she said that's in speaking to you and just giving you compliments on the fact that you really took the time to get to know her personally. And she said that, Jody, he actually has become more of my like a motivational person for me in my personal life. You really took the time to get to know her, and not just helping her physically, but kind of figuring out the psyche behind why she's dealing with some of the roadblocks that she's dealing with. So kudos to you in regards to that. I think you said a lot of your clients actually are female clients, and I think that's important. So let me just ask you really quickly, and Eleanor, you can chime in as well. What are some of the questions that you feel are important for people to ask if they decide that they do want a personal trainer?
I think some of the things you should ask is pretty much what people already talked about here before, is commitment. How committed are you to actually reaching your goals? Because the first thing one of the questions, the first they ask me is how long it's going to take. I'm like, it's up to you.
Yeah.
I tell them it's only going to take as long as you take. One thing, so she's lost about over 50 pounds since we started.
Whoa, clap it up. Yeah. I think we have her before and after picture available. If you can put it up for me. Go ahead.
So this wasn't even now. This was like almost a month and a half ago that she lost that. And I hadn't even realized that, honestly, it was a bad trainer until she told me, I went to the doctor and I weighed 190, and she started at 247, right? And I was like, man, I wasn't, And we only train twice a week. Wow.
Wow. Look at that. Clap it up. That's awesome.
One thing I told her, just like I believe one of the ladies said earlier, was what you do like activity. I think she said this earlier about your activity, doing different things as well. And so when we started, I said, you got to do something different other than just working out, and training. And she's like, well, I'll start walking. I walk every morning. And she's doing 5 days a week?
I was doing 3 to 4, but I do my 4 now.
But also, so let me back all the way up first. So one of the things I tell my clients when they first meet is you need a support system too. Some people double train and do with other people. But I told her, I said, you're kind of like you run your household, and whatever you do in the household, everyone else should follow. In a sense. If you're cooking, guess what? Either you eat the food or you don't.
Hello.
So I told her that her children, and
I gotta put my best friend out there because Wendy, listen. I wanted him to say this for you because it's not only for her, but I think a lot of women with children, they do that. Is they feel as though that, you know what, I'm on this diet, I'm changing how I eat. My children don't need to have to deal with that. But the reality of it is, it's actually good for them. And cooking so that everybody can change in the way that they eat is not a bad thing, bestie. Justine will like those changes. He might cuss you out. He might.
I think it's hard at first.
Okay.
I had guilt.
Okay. Talk through it.
Guilt, but it's worth it at the end. I mean, it is because I was like, I don't want to pull their junk because I'm going through something. But eventually, what I was going through is where I wanted to be, and then I looked at them and I felt like I was leaving them.
Okay.
And after a while, they're gonna keep you accountable too.
Right, like actually, my kids motivate me.
Right, and
where I
remind
was
you.
maybe slacking, I may be looking now. Look at them, and I'm not gonna show them that I'm struggling. I'm like, you need to keep going. I can't even hardly breathe. But I tell them they need to keep going,
Right.
and that motivates me. Right.
Right.
So her husband's here with her. That's her
Yeah, support system. Hey, hubby.
And he started walking with her too, like a thing. Yeah,
right.
And it's important because you can't do it alone.
Right.
And when I tell my clients, I tell them I can't help you lose any weight.
Okay.
So that's not my job. My job is to help you understand what's the problems you're facing, that you're here at this moment right now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because your problem isn't the weight issue. The problem is your discipline, your commitment, different things, right? I said I can help you with those things because I can hold you accountable. I can help you with your motivation. I can do all these. But when I leave the house or wherever we're training at, all doors closed. You do what you want to do,
right?
And that's one thing I told her, and she changed pretty quickly,
right?
And it was a struggle. She said it was a struggle,
right?
But she did it. I just did it. Yeah, I also have another client that if I didn't bring her, I would have brought her.
Right.
Because when we first started training, she's been my client for 2 years. And me and her pretty much like family. Like I train her whole family pretty much.
Oh wow.
Like legit. Her mom, her cousins, her friends' cousins, all that. And when we first started training, she didn't lose any weight either.
Okay.
First, but she was losing inches, but not weight. And I said, "Well, what are you eating?"
Can we talk about that a little bit? Inches versus weight.
So what I tell all my clients, is that my goal is kind of more so to get you healthy than if you lose weight, because it's kind of like an inverse effect. If you're getting more healthier, you're going to lose weight.
Right.
You just can't not do the same thing. Sure. If you change what you eat, you change how you move and your activity level, that stuff is going to happen regardless.
Right.
So she was losing inches, but she wasn't losing any weight. But when she changed what she started eating, then she started losing more weight.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can kind of lose and that they don't go together all the time.
Right.
You got to put some together sometimes. And most people will change what they do to go to the gym and do this because you're going to lose it.
Okay.
But it might not be as fast as you want or what you want to do.
Okay.
Like you can't do one without the other almost. You can't work out and not eat properly. You can't eat properly and think that the weight's going to fall off. It's going to fall off if you eat properly.
Right.
It might not take as long.
Right.
It might take a little bit longer. Or it might. Everybody's body's different. And that's one thing, too, as a personal trainer, that personals have to realize, and clients have to realize that, too. And one thing I try to teach my clients is understanding their own bodies as well, because you're different from another one of my clients.
Right.
So she don't lose 50 pounds. Somebody else might lose 20 pounds.
Right.
But what are you doing differently? Is she working out 5 days a week? If she's not, is she doing this?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do 2 days a week. That's it. No more, no less. Twice.
So let's bring it into perspective, right? So I want to keep it real for people. What are some, and we talked about this, right? What are some things that folks can do, busy folks can do, to just increase their activity level? Simple things. So I'm washing the dishes. What are some exercises I can do?
Well, so some things you can do is pretty much simple. Like I live in Weston.
Okay.
So I live right next to Davie, and there's a hill. Vista View Park. And if you just walk up that park and walk down that hill, you're gonna burn a lot of calories.
Okay.
So something that you don't think as far as working out, something to get you, going, something to take your mind off of.
Because not everybody is fit for the gym.
Yeah,
right.
And a lot of people don't like the gym. We just started going to the gym like maybe I go. Yeah, like before we never in the gym.
Maybe I'm not.
You're not a gym person.
Right, I'm not a gym
So what do you do, Eleanor? What is your regimen? What changes did you make that when you really started? I want you, because we had a great conversation, and I want you to just kind of walk me through what was your struggle, because I think it was so real. You are, how many children you have?
I have 3, but my 2 youngest ones, my oldest one has moved on.
He's grown. Right. God bless that. So talk about your struggle. So let's talk about where you were 50 something pounds ago and where you were mentally.
Right.
And how Dominic worked for you. Talk about how people were telling you not to get a personal trainer.
Right.
Let's talk about that. Walk us through that.
Like I said, when I met him, it was on the worst day. Everything was going wrong. Bank, money, car, everything. But I spotted him. I felt like it was a light over him. So, like you said, we worked it out. I changed my mind so many times in between me actually saying, okay, I remember we spoke the first time. I said, well, give me 1 week and I'm gonna get some clothes. I never bought an outfit, but the whole week passed and I said, okay, I can't use the clothes as an excuse. So when we spoke, I just decided a date. What I do remember, I got up and just walked.
Okay.
That was my thing.
That's how you started.
And I power walked from day one. So I didn't really know how far it was. So after we started, I realized I was doing almost 2 miles.
Okay.
So when he came over the first time, I'm not gonna lie, it was terrible. And we didn't even really, I guess I had I had exercising forever. I still remember he said, all right, we're gonna do jumping jacks for 60 seconds, which is nothing. So I said, okay. So I started doing jumping jacks and I had a panic attack. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know I was gonna have a panic attack. And I was trying not to cry because it's like an embarrassing feeling for me. And I was like, and in my head, I'm like, God, just we can have that little money because it's over. So I'm like just trying to breathe and catch my breath. But what I realized is that he's not pushing me. Like, you got this picture in your head of what a personal trainer gonna be like. I can't even catch my breath. I thought he'd be behind me like, oh, you'll be all right, keep on. But no, he was looking like, okay, breathe, you're all right. And I'm like, yeah, I guess it just threw me to have it. And I think that was my worst moment. And then after that, we did whatever. And then the next one, I'm so scared. I'm like, I'm scared of him coming because I don't know what we're gonna do. But when he came back the next time, it was just better, and then a little better, and then a little better. No day that he come, I'm excited to see him, but I'm always because it'd be a good workout. I always feel good when he leave. Prior to him, I couldn't even get out my bed except to take my kids to school. Basic stuff. I never realized for years, like if you look back on my Facebook pictures, there are pictures of me in bed for years, years. And when I decided that, oh my God, I got to do something with this, it was to find a doctor, get on depression medicine. They try to put me on something. I don't know what it was, but I have enough meds that I take. So I had read that somebody said the problem with people with depression is they just won't get up and do something. That was very hard. Even though it sounds simple. Right. Getting up. Was the getting up because I never did nothing. Grocery stores was my excitement. When I went once a month, taking the kids, even when it was time to do something in school, I'd be like, God, I just don't want to do this. But that's the one thing I made myself do was the school stuff for the kids. But it was terrible. So since I met him, I actually, it's funny, I have a life when I look back at it. Not only, the activities in school, I actually like PTA, I do things. You're active now, you're involved. Right. Why a personal trainer? Why do you think a personal trainer? Because I know you said you had some struggles with that. There were some people that are like, girl, why are you paying somebody to? Right. So when he said, when I decided I was gonna get him, I'm telling everybody. And they was like, that's crazy. Don't do it. You could do it yourself if you're going to do it. I'm like, no, if I could do it, you would have been done it. Yeah. Because I actually watched the weight. Right. Like I went to my doctor and she's like, oh, you gained 15 pounds. And I remember on Facebook, I said, yeah, I went to the doctor and the doctor said I gained 15 pounds and I had like this big taco salad. And I was like, I need to lose weight, but as we can see, it won't be today. Funny, right? And I was like, yeah. But then I went back a month later and it was like 10 more pounds. And the next thing I know, I shut down to the fact that my nurse, who was giddy and nice, became giddy and frustrating because I know every time I go, she's going to tell me about these pounds that I'm gaining, and it's nothing I can do. And she, so what are you going to do? I don't fucking know. Right. Come on now. I mean, it became terrible. I'm through some health issues. She was like threatening me, like, you know, I'm gonna send the sheriff. I'm like, you're gonna fucking send the sheriff? I didn't even. She even came to my house. I heard her knocking. I just didn't want to get out of bed. I just didn't want to be bothered. It's funny when I look back at it, like, yeah, that's kind of where I was. But my whole life changed when I met him. Like,
right.
My whole life just. I'm just different. I have more energy. Just the energy I just did not have.
Right.
It's just a difference in it. And that mental, don't get me wrong. My room is my comfort zone.
Right.
So I'm still in my room, but at least I'm sitting on the edge of my bed.
Right.
Not in bed.
Right.
You know, at least I get dressed now.
Right.
When before, I got like about 10 moo-moos.
Oh.
Right.
Shut up.
I never wore my moo-moos. Like my moo-moos, I go in the grocery store up to 10 o'clock.
Right.
Like when I'm picking up my kids, I was still wearing my moo-moos, and I was like, oh, I'm just going home. But I could imagine what they was feeling or going through.
Right.
You're right. So, like I say, just little steps. And that's
baby steps.
Right.
Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. So definitely shout out to you on what it is that you're doing.
So one of the things I want to answer that you asked me as far as doing things in the house with people that's busy. One of the things I do is actually one of my friend trainers told me this. It's Tabata, and I've used it like forever.
Say it again.
Tabata.
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 Okay.
But it's just a workout. It's 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off.
Okay.
Something.
20 seconds on.
And then 10-second rest.
10-second rest.
Back 20 seconds. So it's like you can do a couple of rounds.
Okay.
Wherever. And it's really easy because what it does is get the heart rate going up. It's pretty much a high intensity interval training.
Okay.
Is what it's called. And so it doesn't take that long because you're putting a lot of intensity in those 20 seconds. And that 10 seconds of rest. It doesn't feel like 10 seconds.
So like for example, because we talked about being busy. So like I come home, you know, after a long day at work, we got the children. So you're in the kitchen and you're cooking and you're doing something. So what can that 20 seconds be? Would it be squats?
It could be
like what?
Anything. You don't have to. It doesn't take any equipment.
Okay.
Anything like that.
So give me an example. What are some things that I can do?
So if you're in the house and you're doing something, you say, okay,
I'm cooking. I'm twerking. What can I do?
Jumping jacks every 1 minute of whatever. I set the timer for a minute.
Okay.
15 jumping jacks.
Okay.
And then for another minute I do it like that. So then that's something easy because
jumping jacks.
Yeah, everybody's thinking it's a big grandiose thing of me getting into fitness. So I got to just buy the clothes.
Because it's baby steps. Not everybody can jump into, I'm going to go to the gym. I think we talked about your first excuse was not having an outfit. Next excuse was the hair. That's the biggest thing. I can't get my hair messed up, right? So just something to start. So you're home, you're cooking, you have to cook, you got to brush your teeth. There's certain things in the house that you have to do. How can I incorporate additional activity while doing that? So the 20 seconds, 10 seconds. So while I'm in the kitchen, jumping around, doing different things, jumping jacks. Squats,
planks, anything like that. Anything that's super easy to do, like you don't need anything because it's about how you do it. So if you're doing for, let's say 30 seconds is just straight jumping jacks, take a break, finish cooking, then go to squats, take a break, finish cooking, maybe a plank, hold a plank, cooking, maybe do lunges, something like that. It doesn't take that much. It really doesn't because anything you do, your body's gonna get tired from doing it because you're doing two different things at once, you're cooking and you're doing exercising.
Got it.
So it's really that simple, to be honest with you.
Do we have any questions in the audience? I haven't been looking at the questions. Any questions from you guys for our trainers?
Does it matter if you do cardio or weights first? Like, does it make a difference?
Okay, so there's the fitness industry is kind of weird because somebody will say something and then somebody will say something else. Right. Typically, you kind of do want to do weights first. You want to work the bigger muscles first if you're in the gym because you don't want to get tired at the end. So you don't want to be tired and then lift weights or do whatever machines after that. So you want to do that kind of like at the end. Like most people do it for their warm up, which is kind of cool, okay, but you don't want to like I was telling somebody the other day, you don't want to run for your warm up on the cardio and you're not doing legs that day. It kind of doesn't do you any good. Like you can do other things like that can warm you up. But I typically do cardio at the end of my workouts. I mean, some people do it at the beginning, but I do it at the end.
I have a question here from before. Should I eat protein or carbs after my workout?
Protein.
Protein?
Up to about 45 minutes after you work it. Up to like you can have like between that time of it. You don't want to go a little after that. Like when people kind of wait a long time to eat,
okay,
you kind of want to get that protein back into your body.
Okay.
You start burning a lot of things when you're working out. People don't realize what they're doing. Like when people go and run the treadmill 45 minutes, you're using start using up your carbs and things of that nature.
Okay.
And the problem with weight loss a lot of times too is people don't understand what they need to actually eat and then take for the activity what they're doing.
Okay.
So like long distance runners, marathon runners, they're not going to eat a whole bunch of protein before they eat a whole bunch of carbs.
Okay. All right. Back fat.
So
shut up, Wendy.
So
okay.
one good thing with back fat,
okay,
which is actually kind of a good question because actually a lot of bodybuilders have this problem. Back fat. Yeah.
See, even bodybuilders have the problem, Wendy. Shut the fuck up. I'm just saying though.
So one good thing for back fat is actually doing high intensity interval training as well, like 20 seconds on something. Anything where you're going and stopping.
Okay.
And also obviously doing back exercises, which is if you go to the gym, the machines are going to teach you. So like maybe doing rolls.
Okay. Like this. So what if I just go to the club and do a whole bunch of these? Can I just go to the club and do a whole bunch of these?
I mean, yeah.
That works.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Best friend. Okay.
But yeah, like any kind of back exercises.
Okay.
Deadlifts.
Okay.
And the trick is really when you're working out, you kind of want to like put a stress on your body, overload, because exercising is stressing your body already.
Okay.
Anything you do is stressing your body.
Okay.
It's not a bad stress; it's a good stress.
Okay.
But you kind of want to add overload your weight, so you don't want to lose. Like a lot of people say, do lightweight and a lot of reps, which is fine.
Okay.
If you're trying to really build muscle and get rid of something, you kind of want to like do a little bit heavier, not so much going to hurt yourself, obviously, but something that's going to give you a nice good sweat.
What about this right here?
Honestly,
that little part when you put a little shirt on and it's like the little the third and the fourth titty.
So
what about that? What about that?
Bench press. You know what, Ashley?
Bench pressing?
Just in general.
Okay.
Don't want to do everything because they're like, I don't look like a man. I don't want to be muscular, and I'm like, well, you see this guy over here? I see this dude for like 4 months lifting weights, and he looks like he's still 12 years old, right?
Okay.
So that should tell you that that's not you're not.
So you encourage women to do more weights?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Very, very much so. Like if you look on Instagram and Facebook. Like maybe do a marathon in 3 months, that'll help you.
Okay.
But it's not going to help you right now.
Got it.
So I do encourage this a lot. I encourage that very much so more over cardio. As far as
trying to tone them together. Well, if anybody wants to get the information on how to get in touch with you, they're actually going to have the site there. I've been holding my viewers hostage for 2 hours now, but this has been an amazing show. We have tapped into mind.
I want to say something about the cardio.
Cardio, okay.
Because it also goes with on Chirothin, you're not doing any kind of exercising for your 42 days because you are on low calories. But the cardio, scientifically, the reason why a lot of people are not losing weight when they're running after the age of about 30 is because your body goes into fight or flight mode. And you're in the fight mode the whole time when you're running. So your body wants to preserve all of those carbs and all of that fat.
That's why I'm fat, y'all.
That's why I'm fat. So, because it doesn't know when it's gonna stop running.
Right.
It doesn't know when it's gonna not need to use those preservative.
Okay.
You know, and so that's why you have to do the weights. You have to do the weights.
This is some good shit.
Yeah.
I didn't, because I mean,
I totally.
that's why I got the bike. That's why I got the
confused and
elliptical.
backwards. I was just about to press order on this treadmill, and I'm thinking I need to
Save your money.
Save your money.
Save your money. Save your money for
Save
Cairo.
Carol, right. So guys, I want to take this time. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being here. The name of the show was Mind, Body, and Spirit. And I don't know about you guys, but I think we tapped into all of that here today. Did we not? Absolutely. But you guys
say hi to my business partner. I'm sorry I didn't get to shout her out. We are co-owners. Dr. Olivia DiCunto, she is the co-owner of 24/7 Chiropractic Wellness and Rehab in Spring Hill, Florida.
Thank you. So I want to thank you guys so much for being a part of ending 2018 with the TV Takeover. So the first episode was amazing, of course, because you know that's the launch. But of course, to end 2018 with such amazing people on here, I want to really thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing, taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know the holidays, you got Christmas, Noche Buena. You came down to visit your mom. This has been absolutely amazing. So I'm going to go around really quickly. If there was one advice that you could give to the viewers stepping into 2019, speaking about mind, body, and spirit, really quickly, what would it be?
Oh wow.
What was the question?
One advice that you would give to your viewers, mind, body, and spirit for 2019.
Incorporate tea into your diet.
Incorporate tea. Okay.
Mind, body, spirit, commit, create, celebrate.
Commit, create, celebrate.
Find you a chiropractor and begin the wellness journey, okay?
Okay.
I'm a chiropractor first and foremost before I started weight loss, and that is grew up in it. Find your chiropractor.
Chiropractor, absolutely. D?
Find a good support system to help you during the journey of your weight loss journey.
Good job. Support system. Eleanor.
Say if you can't do it, find you a trainer.
So guys, my advice for 2019 is absolutely 100% live your true authentic self. And anybody that is not willing to accept you for who you are, fuck them. That's my advice. Thank you so much for joining us. Episode 10, the TV Takeover. It's a wrap, guys. Thank you, guys. Okay, let's get a picture real quick, babe. So every time we do a show, we put our hand up for the episode that we've done. So this is episode 10.